Okay, today I'm going to show you how to transfer the wine from the primary to the secondary using the pump in the VINTNER 225L. And what we're doing is we're adding the stabilizers and the clearing agents. And I'll show you how easy that's going to be. Alright, so first thing, we open the lid and take the stuff up from the secondary here, extra lid, okay, put that aside. Now these are the ingredients that we'll be adding. There's sulfite, potassium sorbate, kisosol, and chitosan. We'll be adding them in that order, except I'm not going to be adding the potassium sorbate today because I only like to add that if the wine is going to be sweetened. And if the wine's dry and it's been fermented right out, then we won't need to add extra stuff like that. But never ever add potassium sorbate without sulfite. Otherwise your wine will have a very good chance of tasting like geraniums and it will not be drinkable. Alright, so let's get started. First thing we do though, we always wash or clean out the lines in the pump. Before and after each use. Just takes a second, I'll show you how to do that. Okay, there we go, I'll just set these aside there. Just a little bit of sulfite, I just use a pinch. I've got my water ready here, I just put it in there. Before I do that, always hook up your intake line first to your cleaning port. Otherwise the fluid will come straight out. Okay, so that's ready to go. I'm just going to add this to the reservoir in the back here. Pop it right up. Got a little bit extra, but that's okay. We're going to need that. I'm going to take the out port hose here, and I'm going to put it back in here, and I'm just going to run that solution through. Now you can use either power switch. There it goes. That's it. That's as quick as that is. I'm just going to set that aside because we'll use that same solution later to rinse it out after we're done transferring. Okay, and unhook those lines. Have a little bit of water in them. I'm going to take the airlock. Actually, I'm going to take the whole lid off the primary here. Like so. Set that aside. Before I transfer over, I'm going to take a little hydrometer, or not hydrometer test. I'm just going to take a sample of wine. Just to check to make sure that it is dry. As you can tell, it's still a little bit cloudy. But it's dry. There's no sugar left in that at all. So the only thing left to do now is to stabilize it and add the clearing agents, and then we'll be able to bottle that in about a week. It's going to taste really good though. Okay, so first thing first, we take that import or inline hose and we hook it up to the primary like so, and then we take the out port hose, and I got to remove my male coupling that was in there. I've already pre-washed the secondary, so it's ready to go. I just hook that up to that and we're ready to go. So I'm just going to turn on the pump, and then I'm just going to slowly add those ingredients that we have here. sulfite, the kisosol, and the chitosan in that order. All right, let's get started. It'll take about 8 minutes to do this. As you can tell, the wine's pumping through now. Yeah, here it comes. Grab my spoon, nice clean spoon, put that in there. You'll need that gently stirred as it's going through. Now as the pump is pumping through, it's also helping to degas your wine. So that's a very important part. It helps the clearing agents do their job properly. So in goes the sulfite. That'll help protect the wine from the oxygen that's being mixed in the wine now. Potassium sorbate, we're not sweetening the wine, so we don't need that, and it's dry. I like to add kisosol when it's about halfway transferred. Now, one of these, I'm not sure which one, I get confused all the time, but one charges the particles positively and the other one charges the particles negatively. And that's how they combine the particles through attraction and they drop out. They work very well together. But always add your kisosol first. Okay, we're almost halfway now. I'm just going to add it. You don't have to stir much because it stirs as it's pumping over a little bit. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's not that noisy. It's pretty quiet. And once we're done here, we're just going to take that solution again and rehook it up and do a quick rinse, and then you're all done. That's all it takes. Okay. Actually, I don't like to add the chitosan until it's almost done. And then when it's almost done too, actually after it's all done, I usually like to carefully watch it as I pump a little more oxygen through the pump, just to do a little extra degassing. You just got to watch that. Sometimes when it pushes the air through at the end, it might cause a bunch of foam to come up and make a mess. So you just kind of watch that. Okay, we're over halfway done now. Alright, I'm just going to add the chitosan. Quickly stir that in. basically done now. We're just kind of waiting for it to pump it over. Sure makes winemaking a lot easier. Cleanup is a snap. It's really simple. I don't think I'll ever make wine any other way now. This is just the way to go. It's so easy. One thing about these airlocks, on the top here is a one-way check valve, and every time you get a chance to check it, don't check it when it's in place and it's protecting the wine, but whenever you're transferring the wine or starting a batch of wine or whatever, you can always check it, and you should be able to blow through a little bit, and it does, and then try to suck back a bit, and it should seal. If you suck back really hard, it'll open up too, but as long as it closes with slight pressure coming back, then you know no oxygen is going to get into your wine and ruin it. Very simple idea too, very good. Okay? Don't have to worry about always topping it up, because if an airlock goes dry on you, like some of the old-fashioned airlocks that burp, if they go dry on you, your wine's ruined. Just oxidizes too fast. Okay? We're almost there. Probably get rid of my spoon now. I can see that pre-filter, little pre-filter at the bottom now. It's filling up. That should take about another minute, and we'll be done. I get this thing ready. A little bit foamy on this right now because the air is coming through. But that's what you want. You want to get that carbon dioxide out of your wine so the clearing agents will work properly. We're almost there. It's just like seeing it. It seems like it's taking forever, but it's pretty quick. I should have timed myself. I think it's about 8 minutes. You might be able to see air come through here in a minute. Oh, there it goes now. So I'm just letting more air come through. I'm watching this so it doesn't get too foamy on me. That's it. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect my intake line from my primary. And this is a closed valve, so it won't leak. I got to hook it up to the cleaning port, and then I can disconnect this line from my secondary. And now I'm just going to pour my solution back into the back here. Run it through. And that's it. So you have just transferred from the primary to the secondary. It's all done. I'm just going to clamp on my lid here. Insert my airlock so it's all sealed up. Okay, so it's all done. So in 1 week, it'll be ready to put it through a filter and bottle the wine. It'll be that easy again. Now with that primary, it's got a yeast cake in the bottom now. But what I usually do now is I just do a quick rinse with the hose into the sink. I don't have to worry about flushing out my line or anything because I just add another kit immediately to it and get it going. Might as well keep it in production. Because once it's in there, it can sit as long as you want it to sit. It's not going to hurt the wine as long as it's protected from oxygen. You can let it sit in there for months and it'll be fine. And just transfer it whenever you're ready to transfer it. Alright, so that's it. And I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching.